Let's talk about the United States Senate, or as I like to call it, America's least popular reality show that still gets renewed every season. Now, before the founding document cosplay crowd starts hyperventilating into their pocket constitutions, let me say this. I respect the 1787 Constitution. As blueprints for 18th century agrarian republics go, it's a masterpiece. It's the constitutional equivalent of a 1967 Mustang Fastback. Gorgeous, iconic, and hilariously unsafe by today's standards. But let's get real. The Senate was designed for a country where the biggest population center was Philadelphia, and the most advanced communication technology was a guy on horseback yelling, "The British are coming!" In 1787, the idea was to give each state equal say, because back then they were basically semi-sovereign nations reluctantly agreeing to split rent on a federal government. So yeah, 2 senators per state made sense, when Rhode Island could credibly threaten to walk out and take its merchant fleet with it. Fast forward to today, California has 40 million people, Wyoming has cattle, and yet both get the same Senate firepower, 2 senators each, meaning a voter in Cheyenne has roughly 70 times the per capita influence as a voter in Los Angeles. That's not just bad math, that's structural malpractice. And let's not pretend this hasn't had real-world consequences. Over the last few decades, a coalition of senators representing a fraction of the population has been able to block legislation that polling shows most Americans actually support. Gun reform, climate action, digital privacy, pick your issue. A Senate representing 30% of the population can, and often does, grind everything to a halt. Now here's the libertarian gut punch. This isn't just bad for progressives, it's bad for everyone who wants a government that actually functions, or at least gridlocks for the right reasons. So what's the fix? Burn it all down? No. We don't need to torch the idea of an upper chamber, we just need to rewire it for the 21st century. Imagine this, 90 senators, still 6-year terms, still staggered elections, but now 50 senators from the states, 1 per state, statewide vote. 30 senators nationally elected, yes, nationally, meaning every voter in the country helps pick them. And then 10 more appointed by a nonpartisan commission, people who actually know what the words public interest mean and aren't auditioning for a cable news gig. Oh, and also no more vice president presiding like some bored understudy waiting for the president to keel over. If the Senate ends up in a tie, they work it out, like adults, or at least like sober adults. The point here isn't to punish small states, it's to rescue the Senate from itself. Make it a place for debate and deliberation, not just a 2-seat per state monument to demographic inertia. Because here, the truth is, the founders didn't design the Senate to be a permanent loophole for minority rule. They built it for a nation that doesn't exist anymore. And if we don't rethink this soon, the republic they tried to protect won't exist much longer either. So yeah, 2 senators, 1 cow, it was cute for a while, but we can do better now.